The mummified mystery behind an otherworldly claim. A pair of alleged alien bodies was unveiled to Earthlings today.
In some of these unidentified aerial objects that defy physics as we understand it.
And look behind to see what it was, what really was back there. And it was three bulky looking creatures.
The heads were very much larger than the body. That was out of proportion for the size of the body, the head.
Mysterious sightings of otherworldly objects and unexpected encounters with extraterrestrial entities took a terrifying turn in some authentic stories. Join us for the unforeseen journey as Congress has finally revealed alien evidence hidden from us, challenging the secrecy surrounding government cover-ups. Following the mysterious crash in Roswell, New Mexico, intriguing evidence of alien existence has surfaced. The footage recovered from military medical staff shows them conducting an autopsy on a deceased alien. The medical personnel appear to be carefully studying the extraterrestrial being and trying to see alien life force's anatomy. The common belief is that these autopsies were conducted for scientific exploration. However, with reports of people of the town who had seen the aliens, it isn't unlikely that the government was trying to sweep it under the rug.
And Granddaddy said their heads were large.
The heads were very much larger than the body. That was out of proportion for the size.
Interviewed.
Thousands of light years to get here. Crash.
A classified tape recording of an alien interview has been making rounds on the internet.
How was the universe created, and why is it so perfectly made for us?
The recording features a U.S. personnel interrogating an alien with a distinctive oval-shaped head.
So I take it aliens took over our future, right?
The alien appears remarkably relaxed throughout the session, responding to questions in a philosophical manner.
So what are you doing here now? How?
You know the type, where people say something, but not really. Yeah, something like that. It goes on for more than an hour before the video ends with a creepy sound. It sounded like something happened. Maybe the alien's companions came to free it. Or maybe that was their plan. Andes crash. In January of 1974, a UFO fell on the Andean mountains of Peru. It was witnessed by many, but the government got to the site and closed it off. But why? What did they find that they were trying to hide? Years later, a video has been released showing exactly what the government tried to cover up. They found a spaceship that had 3 humanoids, or should I say, aliens. These aliens had thin skin, no hair anywhere on their entire body, and most strangely, their eyes were completely black. The government tried to hide it, but the whistleblower could not remain quiet any longer. Giant UFO. This bizarre footage quickly went viral as it features a massive flying saucer UFO hovering and gliding over a village in Kuala Krai district of Malaysia. Just like a huge spaceship, the grainy black object slowly made its way across the skyline. There's also a weird noise that can be heard coming from the UFO. Like a car engine, or maybe an alien. At first, the clip was debunked by many, but villagers could be heard crying out in shock. Also, the way it turned on its axis and sailed back for a second look before vanishing from sight made it look real. Quebec alien. Almost 30 years back in Canada, a bizarre incident unfolded when a person uploaded some pictures of a bizarre creature. A deceased creature resembling an extraterrestrial entity, or EBE, was seen lying on the snowy ground. With an oddly shaped head, its eyes and mouth were both open. The onlookers were afraid they might catch a disease, so opted to use a cable to lift it up, and decided to analyze it the coming day. Strangely, when they returned the next day, the body had mysteriously vanished, leaving behind many questions about its exact identity. Tic Tac UFO.
The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
This unidentified aerial phenomenon was caught by the military radar and witnessed by seasoned pilots back in 2004, when the Nimitz Carrier Strike Group encountered it off the coast of California. A high-speed oval object shaped like a white tic-tac mint was seen defying the laws of known aviation and exhibiting physics beyond human capability.
Looked down a small, saw a white tic-tac object with a longitudinal axis pointing north-south and moving very abruptly over the water.
With no visible propulsion system, it has left experts and enthusiasts to speculate its origin and advanced technology. They describe the Tic Tac UFO's ability to accelerate, stop abruptly, and execute instantaneous maneuvers that effortlessly outpaced and outmaneuvered the most advanced military aircraft.
It's not moving on us, dude. Well, if there's another thing, it's rotating.
Alien hostage. An old leaked video of an alien observing its surroundings was uploaded that shows it being interrogated by the Russian government. The extraterrestrial being, with a large dome-like head and dark eyes, appears to be held captive or undergoing questioning. There isn't anything available on the whole encounter, which just adds to the whole mystery. Was this real? Is the government hiding something from us? Or is there more to the story? Belgium Wave.
What these pilots detected was well outside the normal flying envelope of an airplane.
From the 29th of November 1989 till the end of March 1990, Belgium was swept by a UFO wave. A staggering 13,500 people witnessed it, with 2,600 people filing detailed statements of the incident. With an event this big, even the Belgian Air Force couldn't remain silent. Shortly after a report was released, they launched F-16 jets to locate the UFOs along with radar. Triangular-shaped objects were not only seen, but photographed and caught on video dominating the night skies. With recent alien revelations, the Belgian wave has caused more ongoing speculation about triangular flying objects.
Now, with the current technology, that would be impossible.
Pascagoula abduction.
I'm not gonna lie. You said I got picked up by a UFO.
On October 11th, 1973, in Mississippi, two locals came forward with a story that shook the entire world. According to them, while walking along the coast, something huge landed behind them. Upon turning around, one of them was nearly blinded by lights emanating from inside the landed ship. Otherworldly entities emerged and took the man away.
And looked behind to see what it was, what really was back there. And it was three bulky-looking creatures,
with his life flashing before his eyes. Fortunately, they eventually released him. Confused and terrified, he kept the story to himself for several years. However, his friend went public with it. It has been more than 40 years since the incident, and it still remains a mystery. Disappearing UFO. Almost a decade back in Brazil's Sao Paulo, residents spotted something mysterious up in the sky. An unknown flying object was seen playing hide-and-seek. As soon as it appeared from behind the clouds, the supposed UFO vanished in a flash of light. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but was this an attempt by the aliens to spy on us? Maybe they were trying to get some information, or perhaps something more sinister, but got caught red-handed. What's your take on this intergalactic sneakiness? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. NFL. Who said UFOs don't make appearances during public events? Because in 1979, during an NFL match between the Dallas Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers, that's exactly what happened. Cameras unintentionally captured not one, but two UFOs hovering just above the stadium. There were 52,000 people that day who witnessed the entire incident. The Commentators, usually the voice of reason, found themselves in the same perplexing boat as the rest of the onlookers.
There it is. Now what is that?
While skeptics started suggesting they might be kites, believers said they were moving too fast to be one. UFO during a sports match. Now that's something you wouldn't expect to see. Officer abducted. In an unusual incident captured on Officer Joe Hall's dashcam, an alien abduction unfolded during a routine traffic stop. He stopped the driver for an unsafe lane change and requested the usual documentation. As the driver was handing over his license and registration, both were startled by a bright light in the distance. In a bizarre turn of events, the officer seemingly vanished as if he was pulled by the blinding light. The driver immediately took off and dialed 911. He was questioned and then detained. But once they viewed the dashcam footage, they were shocked to see that the driver was not lying. Mantel Incident. The Captain Thomas Mantel UFO mystery is indeed one of the oldest and strangest UFO encounters on record. It began when multiple independent Air Force personnel, both on the ground and in the air, witnessed a UFO. One of the pilots, Captain Mantel, decided to chase the mysterious flying object, but the pursuit ended in an unfortunate outcome.
The pilot, a decorated World War II ace with over 2,800 hours of flight time, told the tower that he was in pursuit of a glowing object he could not identify. Moments later, the pilot, Thomas Mantel, was dead.
After this incident, many investigations were conducted around the whole incident. Then, news came out that Mantel was chasing a skyhook balloon, not an extraterrestrial craft. Although, many speculate that it was a cover-up. But what do you think? Peeping Alien.
Oh, man, what is that?
On July 17, 2003, Stan Romanek and his wife decided to set up the camcorder and pointed it toward their window. What they managed to capture terrified them. A small, gray, alien-like figure with large black eyes was seen peering through the window, while moving its head and making gestures like a human being. Stan then moved towards the window, but the alien quickly hid itself and started running away. Once the video surfaced, it was believed to be authentic evidence of alien contact, while some questioned its credibility. However, Stan, who was claimed to be an abductee, claimed he had ongoing contact with extraterrestrial beings, and also wrote a book about his experiences. Birthday surprise. During a child's birthday party, peculiar sounds were heard coming from outside the house. The children claimed to see something unusual walking outside. So the person recording went out and captured a surprising sight. A tall, slim, green-colored figure with long arms was seen crossing the street. The non-humanoid being seemed unfazed by the presence of the onlookers. The partygoers, on the other hand, were left in a state of shock. Now that's both the best and the worst birthday gift anyone could ever receive. Cloud UFO. Over Moscow's Andropov Avenue, a passerby was captivated by the sight of a saucer-shaped cloud, and took out his phone to record this bizarre sight of an object that looked like a cloud, but didn't move like one. This video has sparked an online debate, with people asking, what is that? Aliens? Is it a UFO? Later, it caught the curiosity of the UFO community, who believed it to be a genuine UFO, and our Earth was visited by some extraterrestrial visitors that day. Blue Orb. A video showing a mysterious phenomenon hovering over Miami Airport sparked a global UFO frenzy. The enigmatic blue orb stretching across the sky became the center of speculation on whether humanity might be sharing the universe with other intelligent beings. Enthusiasts and skeptics alike were captivated by the viral footage, igniting debates about extraterrestrial life. However, when the truth came out, many were a bit disappointed. as this mysterious object was identified as an Atlas V rocket, which was launched from Cape Canaveral and was just starting its journey right before sunrise.
As the rocket went up, the sunlight lit up the exhaust plume, the gases coming out from the back of the rocket, and they expanded, and that's what we're seeing is the expanding gases from coming out from the rocket lit up by sunrise.
Bummer, I know. Alien running. A homeowner captured a mysterious incident on camera after hearing strange noises coming from her living room. While recording, a small, grayish-white figure ran across the screen. Although the footage is blurry, you can make out the creature's elongated and oval-shaped head. This convinced the homeowner that it was in fact an alien that was standing on the windowsill before it jumped out. The shock caused her to accidentally stop recording, but she later said that she also saw a blur going through the sky, which then disappeared. Raw footage. Without a doubt, this has to be one of the best, if not the best footage capturing a UFO. Filmed by a night guard named Yalcin Yalman back in 2008, the video shows an elongated and luminous object hovering above the Sea of Marmara. But what sets this apart from the rest is that the footage is obvious. Not only does it show the aircraft in detail, but also what appears to be humanoid figures. Many claim they are alien pilots. This incident first gained attention for its clarity and close-up action. While skeptics argue for conventional explanations, the Kumbergaz UFO footage from 2008 remains as compelling evidence. Indian alien. A group of bikers in India caught a mysterious being walking down a lonely street. It was pitch black, so the only thing that was illuminating it was the bike's headlight. The creature was thin and pale, and its skin looked almost leathery. Too non-human, if you ask me. They seemed reluctant to approach the extraterrestrial being. Then suddenly, it stopped and started facing them. The bikers had no idea what to do. I think they forgot they were on heavy bikes. Once they realized what it was, they took off, going as far away from the alien as possible. Moon UFOs. In April 2020, a resident of Montreal was recording the moon on his new telescope when he noticed a few objects hovering over its surface. After he zoomed in, it became clear what they were. 3 UFOs were flying across the moon, 2 of them together, whereas the third one was a bit further behind. What makes this footage even more convincing is the fact that you can see the shadows. For something to be that far away, casting such huge shadows can only mean one thing. These spacecraft were enormous in size. Shapeshifting.
An object apparently changing shapes in seconds. What?
Back in July 2021, a passenger caught a strange object hovering in the sky. They quickly grabbed their phone and started recording. Then, to the person's surprise, this strange object started to morph. Yeah, unbelievable! It was like a shape-shifting UFO. 1 minute it's round, and the next it's long and thin. Was this the first ever shape-shifting UFO caught on camera?
Is it a shape-shifting object? Is it Bezos? Is it Branson?
Weird formation. In an intriguing incident, a resident witnessed a mysterious UFO near his home in Frome, Somerset. The unidentified object was displaying erratic movements and emitting green lights, leaving him astonished. But he still managed to capture the strange phenomenon on film. The bizarre motion and the unusual illumination of the object fueled discussions and theories about the nature of the sighting. And rightfully so, because I'm not aware of any aircraft that can move in such formations. Nor are they that quick to change their positions. So then, what exactly was this? Proof of extraterrestrial craft? Salford Alien. This eerie footage from January 2015 in Salford, UK has left viewers unsettled. Video captured a great alien walking erratically through the streets. The creature's tall and slender figure, along with its peculiar walking style, separates it from a regular person. People even pointed out that its skin's wet appearance, much like that of a snake. Naming this creature the Salford Alien, this alleged sighting has stirred a lot of speculation about extraterrestrial encounters and adds a layer of mystery to the ongoing discussions surrounding these potential otherworldly beings. Alien Baby. Alyoshenka, also known as the Kishtim alien, is a mysterious small humanoid creature found in a village of Russia in May 1996. It is a small mummified being with a large head, large eyes, and an elongated body. Alyoshenka gained attention as an anomalous find. Some speculated it to be an extraterrestrial being, an alien baby, while others suggested it might be a deformed fetus or a non-human primate. But unfortunately, to this day, there is controversy surrounding the authenticity of the story and the creature. Skeptics argue that it could be a hoax or a misinterpretation of a natural phenomenon. Backyard Alien. A homeowner was constantly troubled by his motion sensor light going off, so one day he decided to discover that eerie culprit on the security camera footage. An odd-looking figure with a bony face and large black eyes was seen during the review. The creature appeared to be looking at the door as if mapping out the house and searching for an entry point. Disturbed by the unsettling sight, the homeowner brightened the video to get a clear view of the alien-like face. Fortunately for him, there were no further encounters with this alien-like creature. Ancient ruins. This mysterious encounter was captured on camera in the ancient ruins of an unknown town. An extraterrestrial being with gray skin, an unusually large head, and haunting black eyes was captured emerging from behind a rock wall. The footage took a chilling turn as the creature started moving towards the camera, and suddenly the video ended, leaving viewers puzzled about the fate of the individual behind the recording. The eerie incident sparked speculation and curiosity about the authenticity of the footage, and the whereabouts of the person who witnessed the otherworldly event remain uncertain. Forest Encounter. A group of youngsters was gathered around a bonfire when two of the young girls from the group spotted something strange hiding behind the trees. As they went to investigate, they found a creature who was spying on them. They used the light to look at it properly, but the alien-like creature seems to be intrigued by the flames. This obviously frightened the group as they tried to fend it off. The alien then took off and disappeared behind the tree line, leaving the adventurers baffled about the scary encounter. Alien in wood. In another peculiar video, a tall gray alien was caught on camera. The footage clearly shows the details of the alien's eyes, face, and arms as it was slowly walking away. From the background noise of the helicopter, it seemed as if the authorities were searching for the unknown entity that was trying to hide from human eyes. Although many have claimed this video to be a hoax, it is impossible to deny the authenticity, as it was originally posted on a UFO website. But what is really strange is that after this video got a bit of popularity, it was removed from the original site. E.T. Bones.
Na Ilha Comprida, e olha o que a gente acha, tropeça.
A regular beach stroll in Brazil turned the talk of the town when this couple stumbled upon a startling discovery.
A gente acha, tropeça.
They were in disbelief when they came across a skeletal hand appendage and questioned whether it could be alien bones, considering the size and the number of cartilages. The couple posted it on social media to let the people guess. Some suggested that these bones might belong to aquatic mammals, while others were convinced they were alien remains. The exact source of these ET bones are still unknown. However, it has definitely added an unexpected twist to their beach. New York. Now have a look at these mysterious flying objects changing formations like something that is well coordinated, drawing near, forming intricate patterns, only to scatter and hover individually. This exclusive footage revealing a series of mysterious glowing orbs was captured over the skyline of New York City. According to numerous eyewitnesses, more of these flying, shape-shifting objects entered the scene and did all sorts of moves. Then, in a blink, they just simply vanished from sight. Metapod UFO. A day in Spain that won't be forgotten, thanks to the footage of a strange object that was captured on September 6th, 2015, and is crystal clear, just like a scene out of a sci-fi movie. People started to call it Metapod, and if you watch it closely, you can make out that there are reflections on it, as if the entrance to the pod is covered in mirrors. But a video from the UFO archives has its own skeptics, calling it a falling hot air balloon. However, the believers swear it's a spacecraft from beyond. Whether an alien visit or a spinning balloon, Spain's skies held a spectacle that remains unexplained. Japanese UFO. Last year, near Kasukabe, Japan, something crazy happened. And guess what? It brought the whole traffic to a standstill. A saucer-shaped UFO, or unidentified aerial phenomenon, all bright white, was seen flying above a busy highway. People couldn't believe their eyes, and who could blame them? I mean, saucers in the sky? That's not your usual highway scene. Although the residents of Japan got front row seats to a real-life cosmic show, it does make you wonder what's really going on up there. Chicago.
Yeah, that doesn't look normal.
Baffled UFO watchers are examining mind-blowing footage of a mysterious black shape hovering in the skies over Chicago. The eerie object's movements and shape have left online viewers perplexed. The video has also been dubbed as one of the clearest videos of UFOs.
Watching someone else videotape something, we've already gotten out of...
It appears to look like two sticks that are opening and closing. Some viewers started suggesting that it could be a balloon, but people quickly pointed out that a balloon cannot remain that static, considering how windy it is.
Wait, no, let's think logically about this. What is this?
Blue UFO. A local in New Mexico caught something blue hovering in the sky. But what makes this encounter creepy is the fact that it was following him. He stuck around and tried to focus on the blue flying object that was moving and hovering just like a light beam, and then gradually dropped to the ground. Luckily, before it vanished, the puzzling gleam was captured and shared online to let the netizens guess. Some called it a plasma UFO, while others claimed it was a night phenomenon. But I'd like to hear it from you guys as well. So, don't forget to share your thoughts down below. Light being.
Aqui, gente, ó. Acabou de baixar aqui no Corvo Blade aqui, ó.
Something extremely unusual took place in Brazil. Locals spotted something glowing with an unusual amount of intensity in the middle of a field. Once they zoomed in with their camera to reveal what it was, go ahead and look closely, because it has the shape of a human being. It doesn't look like any light source that exists on Earth, because it isn't from Earth. This light being is also making slight movements, but due to the quality of the clip, it's hard to properly tell what exactly this thing or being is.
Pode baixar. Baixou agorinha aqui no Corvo Blade.
ISS and UFO. Alien enthusiasts claim to have witnessed unidentified objects on NASA's live feed, and it happened just before the transmission from Houston-based Mission Control mysteriously cut off.
Assist Gerst in setting up this portable foot restraint onto the station's robotic arm.
On one occasion, they observed what they describe as a UFO near the International Space Station. Then a temporary 10 to 15 second disruption occurred in the stream, and it vanished. They noticed another gray object that appeared over the horizon and disappeared just before NASA switched to another camera. This has fueled speculations that NASA might be hiding information, while some believe these videos are proof of them making a mistake and then trying to cover it up. What's your take on this? Military base. A 19-year-old from Buckinghamshire spotted a mysterious object over an airbase and believed it was some extraterrestrial object. It was a white mass that was moving peculiarly, leaving trails behind. According to the guy, it was a UFO that split into two and transformed into two distinct bodies of light. But there's something that adds to the mystery. The location of the RAF base is interesting, as it was first built to investigate UFO sightings, and now is the headquarters for Air Command. Bizarre UFO. In Miami, a peculiar-looking UFO was captured on video, resembling a pod commonly seen in space movies. The UFO, which had a multicolored appearance, remained stationary throughout the footage. According to onlookers, it remained in the sky for almost the entire night, sparking an endless debate. With a light visible at the top, could it be an emergency pod? But for whom? Us or aliens? Whether terrestrial or extraterrestrial, the bizarre UFO remains uncertain. Dr. Reed. On October 15, 1996, Dr. Jonathan Reed had a close encounter with an extraterrestrial being while hiking. Reed was in Washington State woods when he found the alien near a camouflaged spaceship. He found something lying on the ground that later turned out to be a deceased alien. In a moment of panic, he took the creature's body home and some artifacts, including a small device. The video footage shows the body of the alien as Dr. Reed tries to document the entire incident. Skeptics pointed out discrepancies in Reed's story and the lack of actual evidence. It's time for today's open discussion. In a groundbreaking move, proof of extraterrestrial life was presented before the Mexican Congress just a few months ago. During Mexico's first public congressional hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, the remains of non-human beings were unveiled. They were first recovered in Peru in 2017. The two stuffed bodies were said to be 700 and 1,800 years old. These remains have 3 fingers on each hand and elongated heads. This whole revelation made Mexico the first country to officially acknowledge the presence of aliens on Earth. However, skepticism has been expressed by researchers, questioning the authenticity of details that, quote, made no sense. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.